and blessed are those who suffer for the cause of righteousness.
Istasia was conceived by a group called the People of Gilead, composed of men and women united by the goal of saving the country from sin and corruption. Through coordinated attacks, they assassinated the president, members of Congress, and justices of the Supreme Court before establishing martial law and taking over the country. Shortly after that, the constitution was wiped, bank accounts were frozen, women were fired from their jobs, and people who protested against this were tortured and killed. After carrying out a terrorist attack that eliminated the legislative, judicial, and executive branches, they orchestrated a seamless implementation of their oppressive Old Testament-based societal system. Istasia then later became a very religious republic as a very brutal authoritarian force has taken over the country and are in control of anyone who happens to be there.
By his hand!
The group then sought out those they saw as a threat, including activists, gender minorities, gender traitors aka members of the LGBTQI+ community, and either execute them on the spot or send them to the colonies. The colonies are a place where the world is really dying, a spot where chemical destruction has taken hold. The conditions are worse than we could have ever imagined. The workers there are diseased and infected, with their only relief being washed in radioactive contaminated waters at the end of an insufferable shift digging up toxic waste. It seems that workers there don't last long, dying of infections and exhaustions, and many deem being sent to the colonies is a punishment worse than death. The People of Gilead are described as a top-secret think tank who seem to begin much like any other organized religion, small-scale with strong beliefs. Whilst we know that the group staged the terrorist attack and overthrew the government, People of Gilead then also peddle out some of the propaganda to the public. The group often admits that better never means better for everyone, but always worse for some.
We only wanted to make the world better.
Better.
Better never means better for everyone.
Istasia was once a peace country, but that doesn't last long. One day, the dictators come to power through military force. This is called military coup. The armed forces of country overthrown replace its government without the approval of its citizens. The country is controlled by the dictators or commanders who have absolute power as leader of their country. The commanders rule by fear or cult personality created through propaganda. They explain to people that they have to consolidate power to save the country.
With the devotion of his humble servants, our Hammies.
They take away the civil liberties of their citizens, they remove the freedom of speech, the right to oppose the government of their country. There are no restriction or opposition for the leader, and protesters are punished harshly. Any rule breaking will be reported and harshly punished. In Istasia, women are treated differently.
Girls will serve the leaders of the faithful, and their barren wives, you will bear children for them.
Mr. Gamble, for the state.
Yes, Your Honor. The accused stand charged with gender treachery in violation of Romans chapter 1, verse 26, by his word.
And do you swear by his name that the report you have submitted is the truth entirely?
Yes, I do so swear.
Then, in the name of God and his servants here on earth, the accused are hereby found guilty.
You don't understand. If we're caught reading, they'll cut off a finger. Second offense, just the whole hand.
I know this must feel very strange, but ordinary is just what you're used to. This may not seem ordinary to you right now, but after a time it will. This will become ordinary.
This is because the childbirth rate is very low, and their way to increase the childbirth rate is by forcing fertile women to have a child without asking the woman consent first.
We go everywhere in twos. Supposed to be for our protection, for companionship. Spit, there are no friends here. Can't be. The truth is we're watching each other. She's my spy, and I'm hers.
Take some.
I don't need oranges. I need to scream.
Praise be. Praise be his bounty.
Oh, for a blessed day.
Blessed day.
Under his eye.
Under his eye.
Under his eye.
Why, Stasia? A fitting name for a peaceful country indeed. But the truth has long been altered. The society are forced into believing that the country are best in catering any immorality, crime, and evil. This propaganda has been implemented to indoctrinate the people for the sake of upholding religious value, contradicted with what human rights are meant to be. People's right to be heard, to express, to obtain property are violated and trampled. Discrimination, prejudice all over the places, binded with one system, which is dictatorship. Thou shall have no say to the ruler, thou are meant to abide, not to break.